Hello dear creatives, welcome to another interesting online tutorial. My name is Adiola as always, and I'm going to be teaching you how to make a simple casual turban. Okay, and I'm going to be using a flowery turban for this design, and it's also stretchy, so you want to go ahead and grab any fabric of choice that has stretch so that you can be able to create your own as soon as possible. And the good thing about this turban is excuse me, you can make it in few minutes, and you can make as much or as many as you like in different colors for resale, for wholesale, and it's just so beautiful and easy to wear. So I'll need 1 yard of my flowery fabric right here. Just 1 yard is enough for you. And this turban has the front side with the pleats in front of it with the loop, the back side, and it also has a long rope which you can use to create your knot, your bow, or whatever it is you want to style, or however it is you want to style your turban. So quickly, let's dive into the lesson. All right, so I have my piece of fabric right here which I have cut out, and I'm going to be showing you the measurement to be. The width right here is 15 inches. For a child, you can make it 12 inches, okay, depending on the age of the child. So the length of this fabric is supposed to be the stretchy part. So go ahead and watch out when you want to measure your length. Make sure your length is the stretchy part of the fabric, and I'm measuring this to be 22 inches, meaning I'm using head circumference of 21 inches and I just added 1 inch. So go ahead and measure your head circumference. So how do you measure your head circumference? Just get a tape and put it around your head, around the ear part. Excuse me, around the ear part, because you want to wear your turban around your ears, except you don't want to wear it around the ear. So just go ahead and measure it around the ear, and then you're going to be having, this is a small head size though, so you're supposed to have like 21 or 22 inches. So this is how to measure your head circumference. So you put it around your head just the way I've done for the dummy head, and then you get your head circumference. It could be 21, 22 or 23, and then you just add 1 inch. But for me, I like to use 21 inches because this fabric is stretchy, so you can also copy by using 21 inches. So 21 inches by 15, and I'm going to be putting this aside. Okay, now for the rope, the long fabric you're going to be using to wrap, this is optional. You can decide to create your turban cap just the way it is and just wear it like that. It's going to be so beautiful. But if you want to do like mine, my loop, or sorry, my rope right here, I need 2 pieces, and the first piece right here is the same as the second, and I'm measuring the length of this to be 38 inches. Okay, so 38 inches right there, and the width for me is 14 inches, just a little bit above 14 inches. So you can just go ahead and cut your own to be 14 inches, and I need 2 pieces of this. So the first piece you want to work on is this piece right here, which I'm going to be turning inside out. But first of all, I'm going to sew. I'm going to cover up one side of the piece all the way down this way and leave the other part to turn it inside out. So I'm going to go ahead and do the same for the second one and show you how it looks like when I'm done, so that we can proceed. All right, so I've covered one side, and then I did a straight stitch right here, and I've turned this inside out, and I'm going to be turning the other one inside out. And then I'm just trying to push the edges out. Good. So this is what I have right here. So I'm going to be picking my other fabric that is 22 inches by 15, and then I'm going to fold it this way, ensuring that the edges are properly aligned, just like that. And then I pick each of my wrap piece, then I place it on one edge right here. I pin to hold it in place. Okay, and then I attach the second part right here to the second edge. Actually, I'm supposed to pin the open part. Sorry about that. I'm actually supposed to pin the open parts right here down, so the edges are all raw. All right, so I'm going to pin this down. Good. So I'm going to go ahead and pin the second one too. And then I'm going to pin it down. You notice that the edge right here is the folded edge. Same for the other part right here. Let me just quickly show you that part. Okay, yes, this is the folded part, and this is the part where I joined. Okay, so ensure that the folded part of your 15 by 22 inches is the same as the one you're going to be using for the wrap. If you're not going to be using the wrap part, you can just go ahead and skip this part. You know, just close up the edges of your 15 inches by 22, just like this. Just close it up and leave out the loop. Sorry, why do I keep calling this loop? The wrap fabric. So I'm going to join these pieces together and do the same for the other side. So I'm done joining the two parts. Can you see how it looks? So I'm going to place them together. I'm going to place them together this way, together, and then I sew. So this is what I have right here. And if I turn this inside out, I'm going to be having something like this. So this is going to be the front side of the turban, and this will be the back, and the back is going to be having a loop, a long fabric right here. So the next thing I want to do is to cut out my loop. This is actually the thing I've been calling loop since, and the measurement right here for me is 4 inches wide by 6 inches long. Okay, and I'm just going to fold this as it says and do a straight stitch so I can turn this loop inside out. So I'll turn this inside out. And this is what I have right here. So to the front of my turban, you can call this a turban, you can call it a turban headband, okay? So I'm going to be placing it inside. So the sewn part here is the wrong side, while this part is the right side. So I'm going to place it. First of all, you can go ahead and create like a pleat with your needle and thread. Ensure that it's in the middle. So you can create your pleat first in the middle like that. Just go in and out. It's a temporal stitch though, just to hold your pleats in place. Before you attach your loop. Okay, so you can just go in and out like that. I have to arrange this part because it has to be properly aligned, and then I'm going to continue my loop pleat. Okay, so it's just a temporal stitch. So I'm pulling it together, and then I can attach my loop. This is my wrong side. So I'm attaching the loop this way. Can you see how it looks? So I'm going to pin right there, and then I'm going to attach this loop to the tip. So this is what I'm going to be having. I'm already loving the outcome. So do a straight stitch right here, and then I'll be right back. So I've done my stitch right here, so I remove my pin, and then I can cut off my temporal stitch. So this is what I have right here. So now we are done with this part, and the next thing we want to do is to cut out the other piece that is going to cover up this upper part. And I have my piece of fabric right here, which is 9 inches by 9.5 inches by 9.5 inches. This is a perfect square right here. So I'm going to be folding one time, and then I'm folding the second time. So this way I'm going to be cutting a circle. Don't worry, your circle doesn't have to be perfect, okay? So just cut. So I can have this right here. Okay, this is not like a circle though, but I'm just cutting it the way it looks. So what am I going to do next? I'm going to pick my fabric, turn it to the inside part. Okay, you can just double this as well. All right, so let me just go ahead and double this. I'm going to cut out 2 pieces of this, and then I'll be right back. So now that I have 2 pieces, I'm going to place them with the right side facing each other. Then I'm going to sew it round, leaving a little bit like 1.5 inch to be able to turn this inside out. Another thing you can do if you don't want to turn it inside out is for you to place it with the wrong side facing each other this way, and then you just weave it with your serger, just like this stitch right here. So you can go ahead and weave it all around. All right, so I decided to do method 2, which is weaving the edges, and it's beautiful on the upper part and also at the inside part. So this is on my upper part. I'm going to go ahead and pin. Okay, so I pin right there. Okay, and then I go to the opposite side, and then I do like 2 pleats. And then I pin. The reason why I'm creating my pleats in front, especially on the part where it has the loop, is for me to be able to have like a very nice fold in front of the loop right there. So I'm going to do like 1 more pleat here, just a little. Okay, and then I pin. And on this side, a little pleat. And then I pin. So I'm going to attach the other one to the side. So it's just like the top of a cap, right? Beautiful. So I'll pin down, then I go to the opposite side, So I'm going to be pinning down all around. Just in case you're having excess fabric on the top, you can just pleat it, okay? You can pleat it in. Just pleat it in. And then you pin. Okay, and that's the final one. Good. So I'm going to go to the sewing machine and then join this together. And so I have attached it, and this is how it looks right here. So to the back of my turban, I'm going to be pleating it a little. Now just go in and out. In and out. It's a little bit bulky, so you have to apply some strength before you can be able to pull your needle out. Okay, don't forget you are pleating the back. So you pull, then I'm going to stop here. And then I'm going to tie a knot. Just like that. And then cut out my excess thread. So this is how the turban looks. Very beautiful. Can you see? This is the front part. This is the upper part right here, and this is the back part, looking so beautiful. And do you actually know that you can wear the front and the back of this turban? So I'm done right here. Let's go to the styling video of this beautiful turban.